Hey everybody, this is Stuart.
And Haley.
With Wine on a Dime. And today we're doing something special. As you see, I have 2 bottles, not 1. That's because we're going to get vertical, baby.
No.
Hey everybody, so like I said, today I am getting vertical with my wife. Specifically, we're doing a vertical wine tasting. I have the 9 Hats Wines Columbia Valley Riesling.
I have 18 hats.
Technically, I have 18 hats.
I'm just saying.
If you do maths, yes, I have 18 hats. This is the 2013, and this is the 2015. I couldn't find a 2014, and I couldn't find a 2016, so we're doing a little bit of a skip level. We're kind of extending the verticality a little bit.
It's all good.
But,
I think you're telling us what this is.
Yes.
But what exactly is a vertical tasting?
I was about to get to that.
I have no idea.
So first of all, hold on. Let me tell you the price real fast.
Oh.
So this one was $8, and this one was $1.
What? Oh, sale?
Yeah, sale. Yeah, no. So I got this. Was it Gabriel's Liquor and Wine? We're having this sale where it was buy 1 get 1 for $1.
I'll take it.
And so I saw this and I was like, well, I kind of want a Riesling, but I just kind of did a few. And then I saw that they had in the same pile, and I don't know if this was on purpose or if this was a screw up, but they had different years in the same pile. And so I was like, ooh, this is a way for me to do a cheap vertical tasting on the site.
So have you tasted this before?
No, I have not tasted these before.
So we could have 2 crap wines.
Totally. But I paid $1 for one of them.
Okay.
So Haley had brought up, what is a vertical tasting?
Yeah.
Well, there's your standard wine tasting where you'll sit there and you go to a winery, or you'll just be at a friend's house and you're tasting different types of wines. It could be all sorts of things, different years, different kinds, whites, reds, sparklings, food pairings, things like that. That's your standard tasting.
Fun ones.
Then there's the vertical tasting. And vertical tasting is where you get a wine from the same winery and you get the same kind of wine from the same winery, and you basically compare them to see how things have changed from year to year. If they were pretty similar in terms of like primary fruits or things like that, has a few years in the bottle really aged and brought different kind of characters. Like, do you taste honey in the older one, or do you have more like earthy tones if it's a red? So you can kind of compare the same thing side by side just over the course of years.
So that's cool, because there's this one scene in Friends where Rachel and her dad are at a restaurant and they order the 74 Latour or something like that.
Yeah, which is I can't say that word. It's an expensive wine.
Okay.
You're talking about like $1,800.
But then the waiter brings him like 2 years off or something like that. And he like freaks out, and Phoebe of course does a Phoebe thing. But I've never understood how bottle aging works, and how something that's 30 or 40 years old is better, but also the fact that just 2 years can make a difference.
Yes, so...
And you're so about to nerd out on us.
About how bottle aging works?
Yeah.
That's an entirely different episode. Because I could go on for a really long time about that.
A long time.
So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to say, the point of a vertical tasting is just to compare the differences of the same wine over time. So if you have a really cool vertical tasting, you can have like 5 or 6, 7 years back to back. And you can actually go one by one and see how things have progressed and changed over time. Now, there's also one called a horizontal tasting, and that's where, like, if I wanted to do a Columbia Valley Riesling, I would pick the same year, and I would pick like 4 or 5 other producers of Riesling in the same area.
Oh, okay.
And so that way I could compare, oh, this person does this, but they have more acid on here, and this person did really like a better job developing like their honey tones or something. So yeah, there's tons of different ways to do tastings. You can also do bulk tasting, in which you just get the bag of wine and you just
Saturday night
or Chambon. That's not a real thing, but we'll pretend it is. So I'm really excited about these.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, so go ahead and open them up. Screw top. +1. Screw top. +1. Oh, I guess well, if you're doing maths, it's +2.
Oh, this guy's got a cute little hat.
Okay, so what I say we do is, this is the 13. So let's put these in the farthest out glass.
Okay. Which means this is in the closest front glass.
Yes. And only because we're gonna go newer to younger.
I was gonna say we should probably try the new first.
Yes.
It'd be less developed, right?
Yes, potentially. They could not have aged well.
That is an assumption.
So,
or it could have started out bad.
Or yeah, exactly. So we don't know. So from a color standpoint, I'd say probably be on medium lemon. There's really no artifacts, no cloudiness. So if you notice, so this is getting
can I
closer to a...
But,
Yeah, go ahead.
this one's darker, got a more developed color to
The
it.
2013.
I don't know the
this is
right
darker.
words to say,
This
but that's
is
darker.
It's a deeper lemon.
There you go.
But I wouldn't even say it's gold, but you're right. It is a deeper lemon. The 2013 is deeper. Let's smell it now.
You're in heaven right now, aren't you?
Oh, I love it. I love
So
it.
Rieslings have this petroleum smell to them that I don't understand why this is something that someone wants in wine. And I used to think Rieslings were sweet wines. I don't like Rieslings because they're sweet wines. I don't do sweet wines. And then the more I learned about wine because of him, I learned that you can have dry Rieslings. Riesling doesn't mean it's sweet. But I also learned that they have this petroleum smell, and that's probably what I don't like about them.
And this one is 12.5 or 12.9% ABV. The 2015 is 13.4. It's almost full bodied. So smell that one. This is the 2013.
See, that's different. That's much more mild. This is in your face.
This, you know what the difference is?
No.
This is the difference between the older one is more mild. It's more like grandma's couch cushion that's been there for a while. And this is more like a gimp suit.
A what?
A gimp suit. You know, like that latex thing with like the mask and the zipper and the thing in the closet.
But why is this
It's
an
much
aroma
harsher.
you want in wine?
Because it adds complexity to it. It adds complexity and more character to the... Oh, I know you don't think it does. It does.
No, it does, but it doesn't mean it's good.
Well, some people don't like it, and those people are wrong. Let's actually just go on to... we were just focusing on the fact that it has some of that aging, that petroleum aspect of it. What about other aromas that you're getting in the 2015?
Oh, strawberry?
Yeah,
No.
strawberry.
This is the part I'm terrible at. I don't do the nose thing. I don't have the ability.
May I go?
Yes.
I'm getting peach. I'm getting a little bit of orange blossom. I'm getting lime. I'm getting a little bit of green apple. I'm getting the petroleum.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a grassy note to it.
I smell petroleum.
Yeah. Do we want to now?
Do the same funky thing with this one?
Yep. So this is grandma's couch.
It smells like a grease stain in a car shop.
Oh, that's a really good descriptor.
That really does.
Yes.
Like I picture my dad walking out in his onesie thingy with a wrench and a grease cloth.
On this one, I'm getting a little bit more like a melon. I'm still getting peach. A little bit of lime. Not really getting green apple. Mostly like melon. Maybe a touch of apricot.
I smell grease.
Yeah, but no, you're right. It smells like a body shop.
But see, that's finally a smell I can recognize.
Yes.
Because Dad used to own a body shop.
Yes, that's
There we go.
Really good observation.
Scent memory.
Yeah. All right, so let's do a tasting.
Oddly pleasant for smelling petroleum. I hate that. It's much more mild. I don't taste the petroleum.
Nope.
It's still in the nose, but it's not in the palate.
There's a very dominant green apple.
And it's not that it's sweet, but you can tell it's like there's sugar, but it's not.
Yeah,
I would not call this sweet.
I would say.
But there's a hint of something.
I would say this is either off dry or just a little bit sweeter than that.
It's skosh.
Yeah.
I mean, still, it's not what I would go say, hey, let's go have a Riesling and sit down. No. Like, I'd have to have a really serious reason for drinking this. Like, the right food pairing or something.
A vertical tasting on Wine on the Dime. So when I moved around a lot, I'm getting a lot more of that kind of like lime. The peach shows up in the mid palate and goes away.
Pear?
I am getting a pear note to it that I didn't detect on the nose, and I'm getting a really, really strong orange peel in the finish.
Really?
Really strong orange peel. And the grassiness is like just a little bit up front and then it goes away. This honestly, I feel like this needs more acid. Like,
it is very flat in that way.
I would say if it had more acid, you'd probably be able to pull more of the flavors out.
Well, maybe that's in the second bottle.
Maybe that's in the second bottle. But it feels to me that it's a little bit flatter than it should be.
But
it
I
should
don't
be
mind
brighter.
that.
It almost feels like whoever was the winemaker for this was like, I'm making Viognier, and then halfway through remembered, oh shit, those are Riesling grapes. And then like that's
yeah, that happens all the time.
I mean, it kind of feels like that though, because it's
for us non-wine snobs, that made no sense.
So low on acid. So Viognier is like really low on acid. It has a really like complex and hearty body to it, and this feels more like that than it does a Riesling. I don't feel like it has the acid, and I don't feel like it has just the right structural parts of it. It's a really weird wine. It's kind of just flat. So my 2015 rating, I'm gonna give you an okay. You're not bad. You have some good characteristics in terms of the complexity and having some of that aging and not having it carry over into the taste and other things like that. But you don't really have too much length. You don't really have intensity, and you're out of balance. Luckily, the alcohol is in balance, though. Like this feels like it's the right amount of alcohol for this wine.
Yeah, it's not too hot.
It just needs more acid to really bring out that fruit to kind of like increase that intensity and like make sure everything's together. So the 2015, you're gonna be an okay. Now the 2013.
That's a totally different wine.
Same level of sweetness.
Yes. I'm getting way more fruit on that. Way
more fruit.
Sorry, it hit my uvula weird. That's not the wine making me do that.
It still needs more acid, in my opinion. But you can actually get a little bit of that vinyl petroleum type aspect of it. Yeah. But it's not heavy.
Wow, this even hits in a different part of the mouth than that one.
I'm feeling this one like, and this one I'm getting more like down the center, and then like,
I'm getting it dead center back.
Yeah.
Definitely can taste the grease.
But I say the 2013 is a superior wine.
Yeah.
This feels.
This is unbalanced. No, the 13?
The 2013 is better.
Really? The older one?
Yeah.
Oh no, I am saying that. Haha, we agree. I thought you were pointing at that one. I'm just so used to fighting with them that I couldn't agree.
It still needs more acid. Has a little bit more length. Has a little bit more complexity because I am still getting that green apple. I'm still getting the pear. The lime is still there. I'm getting more peach, and I'm getting like this melon, like a honeydew melon that's coming with it. And then a tiny bit of that petroleum, and I can actually taste the grass a little bit longer on this one. The finish is just a little bit longer, and it has more alcohol, and I can't really tell until I've had like 3 or 4 sips that there is more alcohol. I feel like it's about the same rating. I'm still gonna give it an okay.
And I'd do that same rating for them, but I just really am not a Riesling fan. So even if these were fantastic Rieslings, I'm not sure I would give them higher than that.
They need these two wines. If you're gonna buy them really cheap, they're not a bad thing to just have on hand. And
$1.
And you can experiment with them and let them age for a really long time and see how they turn out. The thing I feel like these don't have is I don't think these have the acid they need.
Even the older one.
To really carry the level of sweetness that's in the wine and the fruit. I feel like it has maybe enough acid to carry one or the other, but because you can't choose, they both fall flat. Like, I just don't think that these are quite there. But they're not bad. I wouldn't pour them down the drain. They're just...
Yeah, you can have them.
They're just...
I'm sorry, I'm drinking my dad's grease rag. It's odd.
Anyway, so that's my rating on both of them. They're both okays, but you know what?
But fun experiment. That was really interesting to be able to see what 2 years in a bottle could do.
Yes. Anyway, this has been Stuart.
And Haley.
With Wine on the Dime. If you liked today's video, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you had the 9 hats, or in this case, 18 hats, Rieslings from Columbia Valley? And have you done your own vertical tasting? How did it turn out? Did it turn out as fabulous as my wife expected it to, or or did it turn out better?
Yeah.
Leave your comment below, and we will see you again soon with another episode from Wine on the Dime.
Tall and look down.